Hi everyone, this is Angela at Valley Girl Crafting, and I have been working on a Christmas collab, and it is, if you can see this or not, it is crafting Elves Swap 2020, and it is hosted by Mom2create and Crafting with Isabel. And there's several different things on the collab that we had to meet, and then there were things that we had to do separately. The first thing is I had to either make a Santa sleigh or a boot. I chose to make a boot. We had to have an altered ornament. We had to have a Christmas card with at least 3 layers. We had to have 4 gift tags for our partner to be able to use for Christmas. We had to have some Christmas treats and a gift of choice, $10 is what Gloria and I decided on. My partner Gloria is crafting from the heart, and she and I have spoke several times on the phone, and I've watched several of her videos that she's got posted, so I hope that what I've done kind of fits into things that she likes. I've tried to, go that route with them. But the first thing is the boot, and what I did is I took a pop bottle, like a 2-ounce bottle, and I actually did a little bit of a video on this with By Mimi with Love. We kind of showed a little bit about what we were doing. We craft together a lot, and she was doing the sleigh and I was doing the boot. But anyways, what I did is I took the 2-liter bottle, I cut the bottom off of it and used the round part for the toe, and then I used the straight part of the bottle for the part that your ankle would go in your calf. And then I used some different material to cover it with. And anyways, this is how my boot ended up looking. And it, how well you can see that, but it just ended up being really cute, I thought. I mean, it was my first attempt at ever doing anything like this, so I'm sure if I did it again, there are a lot of things that I would probably, do differently or change a little bit, but I'm very proud of how this ended up. I think it's very, very cute. But anyways, I've got my little tassels on here, and with the red and green to kind of pull in the Christmas. And I took, if you can see this or not, but I took a belt, a child's belt, and I cut it down and put it from the sole around and to have my belt buckle there, which turned out really, really cute. And, the sole, turn it over, the sole is made out of a hard cardboard material, and I have my little card on there that's got all my information. I even included the little straps on the side that you would normally have to pull boots up with, and I had this really pretty faux fur to line the top. And I even made, if you can see this or not, I made a little tag for my boot. It says North Pole Boot Company, and it says 1 Santa Boulevard, North Pole, phone number 800-1-HO-HO-HO, and then it says inspected by Santa. So I thought that was really cute, and I made it and put it in some plastic just to kind of protect it and make it look a little more authentic. It's on both sides. And then I actually stuffed my boot with some tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. I found some that I'd never seen it before, had the little leaves and stuff on it, and I thought, that goes really good with this time of year with the Christmas, and there's always little leaves and stuff on your poinsettias and stuff. But I took the inside roll of a aluminum foil, the aluminum foil is wrapped around it. I took it and cut it in half, and made 2 of the big peppermint sticks that you see at Christmas. And I haven't finished with this yet on this part, but I am going to cap these off, and I'm going to fill them with Hershey Kisses on both ends. And I just don't want to get the candy in there too early. It is the 25th of October, so we don't mail these out until the end of November, I think the 21st or so. So I don't want to put the candy in too soon, but I do have the candy to finish doing that with. But I thought those were really cute, just tucked down into the boot as just kind of a decoration. And but I thought that was really cute just down in there. It just kind of helps pull the red from the boot and stuff. But like I said, I was really happy with the way my boot turned out. It was definitely an experience, and if you haven't tried making anything like this, I do suggest you try it. I mean, you're going to amaze yourself on what you come up with in the end. I mean, I started out and I was thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done anything like this before. You know, it was my first collab, so I was really excited. I wanted it to turn out good, and I'm very thrilled with how it turned out. So, I do encourage everyone to try new things, because they are fun. It's a little scary too, but it's very fun. The next thing on the list was an altered ornament. So I kind of took different things, and to be honest with you, everything on this ornament, except for 2 things, came from the Dollar Tree. So it just goes to show that things that you find at the Dollar Tree, you know, we've all done the hauls, you know, you can come up with some really, really nice things from the Dollar Tree. I do have a little box to put it in so that it doesn't get broken. And the box has got little snowflakes and stuff on it. I don't know if you can see that. But my ornament is a double-sided snowflake. So there it is on that side. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers on this side. And I'm going to take it out. See if that helps any better being able to see it. It's got some red, it's got some blue, it's got some clear white. There's some brown paper in there to kind of help with the layering. As you can see, there are several layers to this thing. I've made a couple of different rosettes and put them down in there to kind of do my dimensions. And I've got my silver ribbon that I used. And then when you flip it over, it's a little bit more simple, but you know, if you hang it up on you know, ornaments, if you hang them on the tree, a lot of times they'll flip. And you know, you don't want to have an ornament that, you know, is on this side and there's nothing there. So it is a little bit more simple. There's only like 2 layers on this side. But I thought the poinsettia made a very, very pretty little decoration on the back side of it. But the showstopper really is the front. And it's just, I think, really pretty. I thought it turned out really nice. I took Copic markers, and I just kind of took, because this piece is completely clear, and I just took the red markers and I just kind of dotted the ends of them to kind of make them show up a little bit. And I wanted to bring the red in for the Christmas. And then we see a lot of blue stuff for Christmas nowadays too, so I just wanted to bring that in, and the blue pulls with the silver really well. But there's several different layers of stuff going on there. And like I said, all of it came from the Dollar Tree except for this front piece here, the ribbon, this poinsettia, and the little paper in between where I made my rosettes. But everything else on here, all these little plastic pieces of the stuff, all came from the Dollar Tree, which I was real thrilled with. And the homemade box that it goes in. The paper and stuff was donated by Mimi with Love because it matched everything so well, and it's just such a really pretty paper with a little window inside so you can see the ornament in there. But that is my altered ornament. Then we had to have a Christmas card with 3 layers. So I actually made like a shadow box card that has several layers on it. As you can see on the back, I kept in with my silver with the stripes. I just think that's a very classy looking. And I made the 3D box out of all paper. And when you turn it around, it is a winter wonderland in there. You've got some Christmas trees, you've got a reindeer, and there are several different layers. I've got 1, 2, 3 layers inside the card, not counting the back of the card. And then I've got the holly leaves. I have got the, actually took the red part is a piece off of one of the ornaments that I just showed you a minute ago that I had painted red on the ends. I just broke a piece off of one of those that I wasn't using and made my holly leaves out of them, and they pop really well. And then I have got the little foam mounting pieces underneath here to pop that up. Guys, I'm really sorry with my camera. It's new and I'm just getting used to it, so I do apologize for taking everything so crazy. And then the poinsettia here, if you look at it, you can see that it's got the little foam mounts under it too. So there's 1, 2, 3 layers just to the poinsettia. And then on the inside it says, "The magic of Christmas never ends." And I just really, really, really like that. So I was really happy with the way that turned out. And then the next thing that I have was 4 gift tags. Now I found this adorable little box at the Dollar Tree, and it had flowers and everything else all over it, so I recovered it to make it more Christmassy. And all the paper that I used on this one actually came from Hobby Lobby. I got them on sale. They had them 4 for $1. So I grabbed several of them, and one of them has these cute little different pictures on it. And you can use it as a whole picture, or you can cut it up and use it as different ones. And I just thought that was really cute as a focal point on the top of this box. And then I cut out the Merry and Bright from a different part of that page and just stuck it on the bottom, which I thought it did fantastic. So this has little scallops on it. And like I said, I bought the box the way it was, and I just traced on the back of the paper and then cut it out and put it back on there. And I thought that was really cute. And on the bottom, I used, to keep in with my snowflakes, I used this snowflake paper, which I thought was really cute with the stripes. And then I found at the Dollar Tree, you can see that or not, there's a white ribbon with silver snowflakes. So I thought that worked really well on tying everything together. And so when you open the box, I have my tags in here. And my first tag is this cute little brown piece of paper that I started out with, and I took washi tape and put it on a piece of paper and made like a triangle out of it. And then I just kind of cut it out and made my tree out of it, and then put it on my card. And then I have a doily die that makes this cute little star, and that turned out really about the perfect size for my little tree. And then this right here is actually a burlap striped fabric that I use to make my 3 presents in different sizes. The bows, I think I got those at Walmart years ago. I've had them all these years, and only find stuff to use them on every so often. But I thought they fit really well with my presents. On the side, I've got a stamp that I used. It says Peace and Joy. I thought that was really cute. And to keep in the theme, I love burlap, and I just think it goes really well with Christmas stuff. I have got some little buttons that I've had for years too. This one's a little candy cane. Works perfect. And then I just used a circle punch, punched these out, and stamped the little dots around it, and added the little ho 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 on there, and then just wrote 4 so that Gloria can use that hopefully on one of her presents. And on the back of all my stuff, I printed out little things that says made especially for you by Angie Davis at Valley Girl Crafting. So that's my first one. Second one's a little more simple, but it is still absolutely adorable. I love it. It's just a small little gift with a black bow and just a small little tag that goes right on your present. It says 4. Get that down there. But I used just some scrap paper with this one actually. It's just red paper on the top with a snowman print on the bottom, and a piece of black just run right up the front to kind of tie in with my bow that looks more like ribbon, but this down here is actually paper. But that one I just thought was adorable. It's kind of simple, but you know, a present on a present would be great. Okay, the next one I made is another snowflake card. This one has got a snowman, and of course right over here it says Season's Greetings, and then there's a little tag that says to and from on it. And then inside I used a snowflake die I have, cut that out, and added just a few loose, teeny tiny, white, clear looking beads just to give it a little bit more dimension, and then made it kind of like a little snow globe. But I thought it turned out really cute, and I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it turned out really cute. I used a little bit of white just around this to kind of make it look like it was fogged up a little bit for Christmas, like where it's cold. And these little snowman things, those were gifted to me years ago by Mimi with Love, and I thought they worked really well with that little snow globe. But you have your to and from tag here, and I just put a little bling right there, just a little red jewel to tie it all together. And then my last one is keeping in with the snowflakes. Evidently, you guys can tell I really like snowflakes. I don't like the snow that much, but I love snowflakes for decorations. But this one, I actually used the inside of the paper from the box. And that way, it didn't go to waste because I loved the paper. And I had a little bit of a corrugated paper here that I used. I just cut a strip just to give it a little bit of dimension, and used some more of my brown cardstock I have here. So you can see it says 4 in a white marker, and I've got a couple of these foam snowflakes up there. They have glitter on them, so it glistens really nice in the light. Did my black ribbon, just crisscross it around the back of the card. And this is a die that I used. That is really what it is it is a piece of paper you use to link together to make the rosettes where you fold them and then link them all together and then lay them flat. That's just one section of that I used and tied a little bit of the burlap ribbon there. And then I just stuck the stickers to each other with a little bit of glue. And they kind of dangle down. And I just thought that was really cute. And then here's the bottom of my little box that I recovered. I just thought it turned out really good. And it holds my little tags just perfect. If that one had been any bigger, they would not have fit. But it's a really nice snug fit and it works perfect. Okay, so the next thing is part of the gifts. Now, I am going to get her a $10 gift card. She has told me that she has a Michael's and a Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, all that there. So I'm going to get her a gift card so that way she can go in and get either material or whatever she needs, because I know her crafting, she does more sewing than paper crafts. So since I do not know a whole lot about the sewing part, I just think it would be better for her to get any kind of crafting supplies she needs that the $10 would buy. But with that being said, I also am sending her several gifts that I have created, or things that I think would help her when she does want to do some paper crafts, since I don't really do a whole lot of the sewing part. But I made this cute little, like a little tag book, I guess. And I used my same little snowflake die. And I put two of them together. And then I tied it with a little bit of the burlap ribbon that you see there. And I attached it to this huge paper clip, which works perfect to keep this closed, because I have got it packed full of stuff for her. So when you open it up, I have got pockets on both sides, and I've got this thing full. I have some doilies that I have dies for, so I've cut out some dies. I tried to use some different kinds of paper that maybe she doesn't have, but if she doesn't like this paper, some of these, not that one, some of these are clear on the back, so she would be able to go in and ink these up and make them any color she wants if she doesn't like the silver like I did on this one. But each one of them, she could do the same thing on the back of that one, but the front of this one is a brown and black, which is really cute. This one is a wood grain. This one is just kind of like a turquoise color. This one actually is two-sided. It's turquoise like herringbone or something. And then on the back it's got just like all sorts of different designs on it. So that's cute. But that's a light enough color that she could probably ink over that if she wanted to. But each one of these has an inside that goes with them. You can use them together like this, or you can keep them apart, or you can even change the colors up if you wanted to change them. I've got two different dies. I did 3 of one and 2 of the other one, and that way she would be able to do whatever she would like with these. You know, if you don't want to keep them with the same color, you can change the insides of them. I don't know if you can see that or not. I have to find a different place to do my taping. I thought this would be nice because of the light I get coming in, but it's actually, I think, too much light on this table. So I am going to have to change it a little bit. But you can, like I said, you can use them together, or you can change them over and do something different with them. But I have got the small doilies, if you want to separate them, along with the large doilies. And these are really cute. I've used these on several of my crafts that I've used, and you know, it's really nice sometimes to even just use half of one if you don't need a huge one. I've also incorporated a couple of the snowflakes that I have. This thing's so different than what you think it would be. And, you know, some of those are white on the back too, so if she wanted to do a different color, she could ink those up as well. And I just about missed that piece of doily. Okay, also in this one, I have got some little frames. And I tried to do kind of a yellow color because I know she likes yellow, because she has lemons in her kitchen at some point in time, so she's big into yellow. And I know she likes emerald green. I didn't have a whole lot of emerald green, but I did try to get green incorporated in where I could. There's another one with that. Have several different sizes and shapes that I tried to incorporate in, so you can use those for different things. And then the last thing I added in here were some leaves. And I really, really like this paper because it is double-sided. So not only do you get the green, but you also get a dark brown, which they look really nice together as well. So that is one of my favorite papers to use for my leaves, because you get the green and the bluish looking colors, and then you also get that dark brown. And to take them and just kind of offset them a little bit just to get like a shadow works really nice too. So those are the things that I used, my dies that I had, that I thought that were probably a little more unique, that not everybody probably has. And I wanted just to give her some things to be able to work with. So let me get these back down in here real quick. So it's good there. I don't have a whole lot of dies. I've kind of just started. I've not had my big shot very long, so I'm trying to get them when I can. I've been getting them through AliExpress. You know, they've got a really good pricing on a lot of their stuff, and I'm thrilled so far with everything that I got. Okay, so the next thing I made was this little box. I covered it in striped hollies and did all four sides, and then I kind of put a candy cane stripe on the front to kind of keep in with everything else I've done. These are some of the little rosettes, and I have made it where this little thing pops up, it opens, and you can reach in and grab a rosette. I have got them on the little circles, foam circles, to stick them in there so they stand up. But used a die to cut those out and rolled those up. But I also have added a strip of the new circles So when she's ready to use them, she doesn't have to try to pry the circles off out of here. This is basically just to mount them so they don't get messed up. But I have got several different colors in there. Several greens, a couple of yellows, a red, and some colors that are just, got 2 or 3 different colors in there. I don't know how well you can see that because of the clear on the packaging. But there's like 12 rosettes in there that I made. So that way she can hopefully use those. But just a cute little box, and this is some more of the paper I got from Hobby Lobby for my 4 for $1 sheet. And then this ribbon is another ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it actually says Believe on it. And it is really cute. It's red with the white writing. And I really liked it. I thought it looked really cute with the things. But, you know, these little dies here make making these rosettes so easy. And if you don't have one, I would suggest you buy one, especially if you like doing these. You know, because we've all done where you draw it out on the paper and then you cut it out by hand and then you roll it. And I'm going to tell you, run this through your Big Shot or whatever, and it takes no time to roll them up and add a little hot glue, and it will make your life so much easier if you don't have one. It is definitely one that I do suggest you purchase, and they do have them at AliExpress, and they're $2 or $3, and like $2 or $3 in shipping maybe. Getting them anywhere else, you're going to pay a whole lot more than that. So that's definitely where I would probably get mine. That is where I'm getting mine from. This one is, I borrowed by Mimi with Love's dye, and I used it because mine hasn't arrived yet. So, but that's something that I did. Then I also made a sleigh, and I didn't make it for the challenge. I just made it to hold some of my stuff with because I thought it was cute. This is just a little sleigh that I got. This actually was a little Halloween basket. It had a mummy on it. It had Frankenstein on it, and I think a vampire on it too, and had just a little string that came around. So I took the string off. I recovered the entire box with, again, paper I got from Hobby Lobby, 4 for $1. And this is that Believe ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I incorporated in some of the other pieces of paper that I had that was scrapped from my box on there, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. This actually came on it already, the ribbon, or the yarn. And it had these on it already too, so I'm not really sure. Actually, no, it didn't. I apologize. This actually came from, these came from the General Dollar, and it had a snowman ornament that hung from it and had a snowman on it. So I took the snowman off and used this on this box for the sleigh. I apologize. But as you can see, it's just a little box. I didn't do anything to it other than cover it. I mean, I did not do this at all for the sleigh on this, this challenge. Like I said, I just made this because I thought it looked really cute to pack a couple of the things that I have made down in it. And that is the only reason I made it, was because I just thought it was, a cute design to hold my little boxes. Like I said, my challenge piece is the boot. Because I don't want to take away from anybody who's put a lot of time and effort into making a sleigh. I just thought it was really cute. And I hope Gloria will like it. I know she decorates a lot for Christmas, so I tried to do several things that hopefully were quality enough that she might be able to use with some of her decorations. So that's one of the biggest reasons I did that. Another thing that I did is I took an old tea tin. This had green tea in it, actually. It was mint green, just as green as you can get. And I made like a gift out of it. So This is actually duct tape. Yep, duct tape. And I used it to cover, and everywhere you see the black is the end of how thick this duct tape was, so I had to use it as a border to kind of hide that. But I thought it turned out really cute. This piece right here is the top of it. It was white. And right there is some of the green. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's what color the can was to begin with. But I thought it turned out really good. I made my bow to go on top and made my little tag. It says, "Have a holly jolly Christmas." And I kind of packed this with some goodies. I have got several K-cups of coffee in here for Miss Gloria. Oh, come on. And I have got some green tea, hot tea. I have a couple of Nescafe Colombian coffee. I have some raspberry iced tea from Crystal Light, just to have a few little different kind of like coffees and teas. And they fit really good down in here. As you can see, when I try to take them off, it's pretty tight, but it works fine. And just gives an option of some beverages depending on what your mood is. And Miss Gloria told me the other day that she really likes cinnamon in her coffee. So I do plan on picking up some cinnamon coffee of some sort to add in the gift. And also, since she does like the coffee, I'm going to get some little like cookies or things like that would go good with coffee. But that is my little part of my little gift for her. Then I made my little box, again, out of paper from Hobby Lobby, 4 for $1. Great deal on this one. This is about as much sewing as I ever get into. I can sew on a button, I can fix a hem, and I can sew some elastic. And that is about it. So, but I wanted to try to kind of step into Gloria's world a little bit, where she does more of the sewing stuff. This is a little out of my comfort zone, but I wanted some kind of a closure on my box. And I wanted to do something that was more like what something she may do. So I took a jewel and I hot glued it on top, and I made this little closure. I bought some elastic, and I bought these little, I guess you call them crocodile clips, I'm not sure. And I just sewed a straight line there, tucked it under and sewed a straight line there, just to make this cute little different enclosure for my little box. And I thought it turned out really cute. Again, this is from that same paper I told you. It has all this different stuff. It says, "'Twas the night before Christmas," and all through the house. And I've got my little red bow there again. And then when you open this up, I have created, well, get it all out of there, Miss Gloria, a "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" storybook that can sit up on a shelf or can stay in the box. But it has the entire "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It is front and back. And just give you a little idea of what this is. And as you can see, was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And it goes through the entire poem, along with illustrated pictures. And then once you get to the back, you fold it over this way, and the story continues to the end. Like I said, this can, you know, sit out on a shelf, can sit in the box, whatever. Just thought it was a neat little idea. I enjoy creating little mini albums, accordion folded albums, and I just thought this was a neat way to incorporate one into Christmas. So, and by the way, I got all of this off the internet. All of this is actually on copy paper. And I used it to make my little storybook out of. I went online and found all the pictures and found the entire, every stanza of the poem, and divided it down and found coordinating pictures that go with each part. And then when you put it back in the box, you have this just cute little this to be at the bottom since my bow is at the top. So that way I have something on each side. And I have my red and green. And I love that paper. Line straight there. And then the last couple of things that I made really don't have anything to do with Christmas. I found these cute little door signs at the Dollar Tree, and I picked a couple of them up. And I just wanted to go something just very elegant, very girly, to hopefully go in Isabel's craft, or not Isabel, I'm so sorry, that Isabel is the hostess, into Gloria's scrapbooking room, which I'm really not sure how it's decorated, but I do hope she likes it. But I made a door knocker, and it says, "All I need is a little caffeine and a lot of crafting." And I thought, you know, when she's in there crafting and doesn't want to be disturbed, she could always just hang this out on the door, and anybody that comes there would know, hey, I'm crafting. So, you know, please don't be too loud. But I found these pearls at Hobby Lobby, and unfortunately they were not on sale, but they are still absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't want to do this side because I wanted to leave that edge, because it was, you know, I wrapped the paper, and on the other edges I did not, so it kind of gave some closure to where the paper ended. But I have this die for these little flowers, and I cut out 3 of them and took different sections of it and decoupaged it and layered them in, so you can see there's that foam inside, just to give it a little bit of lift there. I took a scrap piece of paper here and used a embossing pocket, or whatever you call them, to use on that to give it a little bit of texture, because, you know, everything else is really smooth and that is not. It's kind of like honeycombed. And I took a little bit of distressing ink and went over that, and I took my distressing ink and went over all the edges, including this edge that's papered. And then when I got to the handle, I just wrapped it in this really pretty silky pink, and I just wrapped the pearls around it instead of ending it. And then I have these really pretty different colored ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm sorry, they're really shiny, so they're glaring really bad. But I did the same thing on the back, so no matter which way she puts it on the door, it says the same thing. But I really, really, really love that. And then the last thing I did is I made her a G for Gloria. And I just wanted something really classy and elegant and just kind of whimsical. Because I do know a lot of the stuff she shows on her videos at home of her decor and stuff. She talks a lot about how a lot of it is whimsical. And I just thought this would be really pretty, hopefully, in her craft room. I've never seen her craft room in any of her videos. So I'm not sure what colors are in it. But I just thought that was really pretty. You got the big rose at the top with all the kind of blue looking flowers that blend in with the lightest blue that's in here. And I have another pink right there. And I cut out several different, I had page left over, so I cut out different pieces of these butterflies. And I kind of turned the corners up and decoupaged them with the little foam things. You can see them down in there. Well, you can't see them for the flower. I can see them, but you can't. But just kind of 3D'd them. And you see some of the paper there. It's kind of hard to see it any other way. I made the sign and handprint, or signed her name on there. And I used a little black clothespin and not super glued it, but glued it on there. I took burlap that had little teeny tiny pearls on the edge of it, and I edged that G out with all those little pearls. And then the same pearls that I used on the hanging door sign, I just draped them around and just let them hang in different areas. And I actually filled this little reservoir right here full of them. This is actually a candle holder, by the way. It's black, it's wood, but it worked really good. I just had to put quite a bit of glue in it and fill it up and stick that G down in there and wait for it to dry before I could go on. But I was really happy with the way this turned out, and I really hope that Gloria likes it. I just wanted to do something a little extra, just because I saw the G at Hobby Lobby and thought, I want to do something with that G. So this is what came of that. But anyways, this is, like I said, other than the gift card that I will be getting and a few extra things of cinnamon to go in coffee or cinnamon coffee of some kind, and some little nice little cookies or something that she can eat with her coffee. I do plan on, getting all this packed up here before too long, and then I'll mail it out when the date comes. But thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't, please hit the submit button and hit the little bell, and that way you'll be notified anytime that I do any type of a video. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. And you guys keep crafting as well so I can watch your videos, and sending crafty hugs your way. Thank you for watching.